All right, everyone. Welcome, viewers. Today we shall be looking at the topic titled um, Understanding Fraction. Specifically, we'll be looking at the meaning of fractions and types of fractions and how to simplify a type of fraction we shall be looking at today. Now, this type of fraction we want to look at is called like fractions. But before we go into it, what is a fraction? A fraction simply means a part of a whole. A fraction of something is a part of the whole of that thing. It's like if I have 100 naira, then I take 50 naira. I've taken half of it. That is, I've shared the 50 naira into two places and taken one portion. Just like this rectangle before us. The rectangle, the whole of the rectangle is represented as 1 in mathematics. 1 whole means 1 in mathematics. So when you share the whole into different portions, one of those portions is what we call a fraction. So a fraction is a part of a whole. For instance, in this rectangle, the rectangle is shared into two equal halves. One half of it is shaded in purple, the other one is in black. The one in purple, we write it mathematically as 1/2. 1/2 simply means the whole of the object was shared into two portions, and one of it is what you are interested in. So 1/2 simply means the whole of something is shared into two portions. That's the denominator, and the numerator means you are interested in one portion out of the two. All right. While the black will also have 1/2 as its own expression, and when you add 1/2 plus 1/2, you can see that you're going to get a whole, which is 1. All right. So if you see the way we simplify these fractions, we don't really find the LCM of the denominators. We just pick one of the common denominators, then we bring down the numerators and simplify. For like fractions, we don't find LCM. Like fractions always have the same denominator. It's a rule, and it's not necessary that you find the LCM. After all, 2 can divide 2, so why bringing in LCM? All right, so when you add 1/2 plus 1/2, you're supposed to get a whole. Let's look at another fraction. Yeah, in this case, the rectangle is shared into 3 portions, and in these 3 portions, one portion of it is shaded in brown. The other two, they are shaded in black. Now, the fraction for the brown is 1/3. 1/3 simply means the whole of something was shared into 3 portions, and one of it is what you're interested in. 2/3 means 2/3 of the whole. That means the whole of something is shared into 3 portions, and you took 2 portions out of it. 2/3 means the whole of something is shared into 3 portions, and you took 2/3. That is 2 portions out of the 3. The numerator tells you the number of portions taken. The denominator tells you how the whole was shared. The numerator tells you the number of portions taken, while the denominator tells you how the whole was shared, how many pieces was the whole shared into. Alright, like this rectangle was shared into 3 portions and 2 was taken out of it. We're talking about the shaded, the 2/3 for the shaded black portions. While the brown simply means the one portion out of the 3 portions was shaded in brown. Alright, okay, let's look. So if you add 1/3 plus 2/3, you're going to get a whole of that rectangle. And look at the procedure and how we solve like fractions. We pick one of the common denominators and simplify the numerator, of course, and you get a whole. Let's look at another shape. This case is a quadrilateral shared into 4 quarters. Then one of the portions is shaded in black, the others are shaded in red. The one in black, if you will guess is right, of course, is going to be 1/4, because the 1 means 1 out of 4 portions shaded in black. 1/4. The red will be 3 out of 4. Okay, and when you put it together, 1/4 plus 3/4 will give you 4/4, which will give you a whole. That is why if you add 1/4 plus 3/4, you're supposed to get a whole. So the question can be, what will you add to 1/4 that will give you 1? It's 3/4. What will you add to 3/4 that will give you 1? It's 1/4. Alright, so that's the kind of question we expect. Let's get another, consider another diagram. In this case, the whole is shared into, as you can see, 6 portions, and then 3 portions are shaded in black, Of course, the fraction will be 3 out of 6. Like I said, the denominator tells you how many times the whole was shared into, or how many places the whole is shared into. The numerator tells you the portions that you are interested in, or the portion you are taking out of the portions that are actually shared, total portions shared. All right, so the ones that are not shaded is also 3 over 6. You see that 3 over 6 plus 3 over 6 will surely give you 3 plus 3 over 6, which is 6 over 6, and eventually gives you 1. So the question can be, what will you add to 3 over 6 that will give you 1? It's 3 over 6. This kind of concept is important. We apply knowledge like this in other topics. That is why it's good you have sound knowledge about like fractions. It looks childish, but this is the beginning of fraction. When you don't understand this, every other topics that will be needing this concept, you will find it difficult in understanding or applying this concept in those topics, especially in topics like probability. We accept topics like this concept in probability. So that's why you need to understand it clearly. So what will you add to 3 over 6 that will give you 1? Using this diagram, notice that 3 over 6 plus 3 over 6 will give you 1. Alright, so let's check another diagram. In this case, it's shared into 8. Please pardon my shapes, they are not really perfect, but the idea is that it is shared into 8 portions, the whole. So the denominator is going to be 8. Let's see how many portions that are shaded. Alright, so 3 portions are actually shaded. So the fraction for the shaded portions will be 3 out of 8. And the ones that are not shaded that have dots will be 5 out of 8. So what will you add to 3 over 8 that will give you 1? You can see that it's 5 over 8. 3 over 8 plus 5 over 8 will give you 1. You notice that something about this fraction thing is that the denominator doesn't change. The denominator doesn't change, but the numerator need to sum up to the denominator. So if you have 3 over 8 and they're asking you what will you add to 3 over 8 that will give you 1, you need to bring in something that will be added to the numerator that will be equal to the denominator, so that when both of them divide, it will give you 1. Like 3 over 8, you need 5 to add to 3 to give you 8. That's why it should be 5 over 8. Alright, you already know the procedures now. So that is it. And 8 over 8 will give you 1. Alright, so let's look at drawing fractions now. So 2 over 3, if you have to represent it in a diagram, it means you should share something to 3 places and then take 2 portions. Share something to 3 places and take 2 portions. What is 1 over 4? 1 over 4 simply means share something into 4 places and take 1 portion. That's what it means. Alright? Okay, so what about 5 over 8? It means share something into, of course, 8 places and take 5 portions. Take 5 portions out of the 8 portions. You can see that's what it means. Alright, so the next idea is how to now solve some problems. So if we have 2 over 5 plus x equals to 1, as in what will you add to 2 over 5 that will give you 1? In case you were asked, what will your answer be? You can drop your answer in the comment section below. We are waiting for your answer. Here, what will you add to 1 over 4 that will give you 1? Alright, okay, what is your x equal to? The last one is, what will you add to 2 over 3 that will give you 1? You can drop your answer. You can pause the video and drop your answer, or you just move forward to see the answers. Of course, for 2 over 5, it's going to be 3 over 5, like you already know. Then for 1 over 4, it's going to be 3 over 4. Alright, then for 2 over 3, it's going to be 1 over 3. Alright, so these are the answers. Where I have something for you. For 5 over 7, what will you add to it that will give you 1? You use that knowledge and do this for me. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for being there. Please hit the like buttons for me. If you're just joining the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing if you're interested in content like this. Thank you for watching. See you in my next lesson on like fractions. This is Tambari. Bye for now.